3 would be water, 4 would be steak.
There you go.
That's all you need.
Well, and Al Michaels, actually, who appears on the Dan Patrick Show quite a bit. I'm a big fan of Dan Patrick Show. Al Michaels, who is what, in his 70s now, late 70s?
Yep.
He says he eats steak almost every day as well. This on the heels of last week.
Good steak, though. There's a
Red
difference.
meat causes cancer story we were talking about.
Right. I mean, that's if you're eating steakums, maybe. You know what I mean? If you're eating like filet that's has very, and you cut the fat off, it's no probably worse than some things. I mean, and you know what? All that stuff's predisposed in your family.
Predisposed, yes.
Yeah, in your family anyway. So
I mean, I find that cutting the fat often benefits a lot of causes.
it does.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
All right,
Or sucking it out works as well. You know.
Certainly it helps things look better. Yes.
I tried to no him out of that one, but I was too slow.
Guys, we're going to jump into a break. When we get back, already starting to sound a little less crackly audio-wise. It's getting better.
The ghosts are scared of the FBI, dude.
I think Tom
that was the ghost.
I think Tom was possessed by a spirit.
He was.
They were trying to prevent us from doing this show.
I know what's
That's what
going on.
happened there. Okay, when we get back from commercial break, we were talking about drunk fans in the NFL. How about the protesters that decided to rappel during a game this past week?
I didn't see this either.
Oh, this is ridiculous. We'll get into this after the break. Did farting livestock cause an emergency landing by an airplane? Some people say yes. We'll talk about that as well. All you Craniacs, stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, it's Harry Carey here. Have you lost a loved one? Perhaps a beloved pet? Well, I can get you in touch with Autumn Melda and Little Bubbles. Then all you gotta do is call 1-800-ASK-HARRY, and I got you covered. Your deceased loved ones will be nothing more than a phone call away with Harry Carey's Liaisons to the Dead. Call me now at 1-800-ASK-HARRY. Here's Charlie from Toronto.
Harry Carey got me in touch with my Uncle Abe, and I found out he was the Sausage King of Chicago.
Then there's John from Salt Lake City.
My Meemaw Agnes told me where to find a fortune she had hidden from a bank robbery she had done in the early 40s.
So call me now and get in touch with your loved ones at 1-800-ASK-HARRY. That's 1-800-ASK-HARY.
Howdy, folks. It's your old pal Bubba Clinton here. On the heels of the overwhelming success of my novelty condom line known as Billy Bags, I've been urged by my female constituency to create Bildos, a new line of sex toys for all you tarts, which I personally guarantee will please your lady parts. First up the bat is the JFK. This majestic rubber dong will end any missile crisis blockading your panty hamster. This Bildo comes complete with a fully adjustable internal spine, proven to tickle any G-spot. Upgrade to the Deluxe, which includes exploding head action. For you ladies on the go, try the travel size RFK model. A little pocket willy is sure to make that kitty purr. Now for you BBWs sporting a moose knuckle, we got a Bildo just for you. The Grover Cleveland is warranted to stretch any meat sleeve. It was designed with new exciting rubber technology that actually expands with contact and moisture. This bad boy will have the fat lady singing from beginning to end. The Grover is for sure to be re-elected to your Oval Office. Next in line is a novelty Bildo sure to complete any collection. The George Washington is the first of its kind. A solid wooden dong made out of the finest cherry straight from Mount Vernon. I cannot tell a lie, ladies. I did not have sex with that. Well, I'm just kidding. Use with caution, as extreme friction could cause splintering. These shafts will be a numbered limited edition, so don't hesitate and pre-order one today. Finally, if you like a little kink in the stink, then let me propose to you the Bildozer, a marvelously designed butt plug with unyielding penetrating power. This fleshy dork screw is equipped with a tightly coiled spring to allow rapid jackhammer gratification. This Bildo even comes with its own operating glove to prevent slippage during accelerated use. So don't delay and order one today. Or better yet, why not nominate all my representatives to be members of your cabinet? I am Bill Clinton, and I approve these insertables.
Look for Bildos in adult stores near you.
I'm Edna Garrett of the Facts of Life. I'm listening to the Cranial Emission Show, and I can't believe it. I just got Joe standing up peeing. Girls, boys.
bloodshot eyes. Well, they don't compromise.
Welcome back to the Cranial Mission Show, guys. Guys and gals.
Thanks, man. Oh, you meant... Oh, sorry.
We're happy to be here with you.
Broadcasting here live like we do every other week from the Lion's Den here in the Ybor-Meta Triangle known as Ybor City, Tampa, Florida. A lively event tonight. This is going to be a long one for us, a long night, because the ladies from FPI, the Female Paranormal Investigators, here based out of Riverview, Florida, right outside of Tampa, will be calling us at 8, but also coming in later on at 3 in the morning when this place closes down to do a live paranormal investigation where we get to be a part of it and hang out. And, wow, there will be, we'll be quite drunk for that. It'll be a lot of fun. You want to be a part of the show, you want to call in, you can do so. It's 813-438-6068. Go to cranialmissions.com. Check out our show from that website. It lets us know on the interactive map where you're listening from. Also, go to Facebook, facebook.com/The Cranial Emissions Network. Like the page there. You can interact with us. Let us know what you'd like to hear. Let us know if maybe there's something we could do better. I mean, we'd prefer that you just, kiss our ass. But if you want to, you can criticize us. Go to Twitter. Follow us there at Cranial E as well. I teased before the break, guys. This past week, during a football game, it was Monday Night Football, and you had some protesters that decided to rappel down the side of Bank of America Stadium. The thing was...
Inside or outside?
On the outside of the stadium. I'm sorry, the inside of the stadium from the press box. Now, the thing is, I'm not sure that it really accomplished anything because nobody understood what the hell they were actually protesting or trying to bring attention to. They rappelled by the press box. They hung a sign, and the sign says, "Dump Dominion." Now, this was in reference to apparently... Bank of America's role in financing a planned liquefied natural gas export facility in Maryland. Okay, and this was during a Panthers game against the Redskins. But the thing is, it didn't really. Against the Colts, but it didn't really accomplish anything. The sign said, the banner read, "BOA, Dump Dominion. We are CovePoint.org" is the group. But everyone just kind of looked and scratched their head, not really understanding what it was. And, and I look at it like, you know what? If you're going to commit this crime, if you're going to, get arrested, fall on the sword for your cause, hey, more power to you. But make sure everybody understands what the hell the cause is.
Well, they got the comm out there, so everybody, I guess they expected a lot of people would just go check it out. Did you by any chance check out what Cove.com was? Anybody?
Cove Point.
I didn't even know this happened.
Well, it's again in protest to this liquefied gas situation. But if you look at the 4 protesters, I love the pictures. And I love, Caleb, you've talked about in the past the narrative that Barstool Sports, where we get some of our articles.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
The narratives that they'll give you on this stuff. And they reference these 4 people, and the writer says, "It's long been my experience," I'm paraphrasing, but it's long been my experience that beard guy in a protest group gets the most tail.
He does.
And you got beard guy. The other guy looks a lot angrier.
That was my favorite episode of Always Sunny, when Dennis decided to be a tree hugger because he wanted that chick. So he out-hippied her boyfriend, and they convinced him to chain himself to a tree while he went and banged his girlfriend. It was beautiful. Awesome move.
So was this a waste of time? I think it was.
You know the hippie is the natural enemy of the punk rocker, right? It's just happens that way in nature.
Well, I thought the hippie was a natural enemy of anybody that takes personal responsibility for anything.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, there's definitely they're more like the hippies are the lions and the punk rockers are like hyenas. I mean, it's that.
They're
different.
Also the.
I mean, elephants don't get along with lions either, but they don't fight a lot. Hippies and hyenas.
But they're also the natural enemy of hygiene, right?
They are. The natural, like water actually beads off of them.
Yeah. Well, from all
they're hydrophilic.
Yeah, it's all the patchouli oil.
So I don't know if this story is really worth any more attention than what we already gave it, because it clearly didn't accomplish anything other than throwing these morons in jail.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good job.
No, it did. I mean, it did accomplish something. I'm sure they probably got some hits, right?
I don't know.
I mean, they're not going to stop anything. But
it certainly didn't make a lot of news. You didn't hear a lot. You guys didn't know.
I didn't hear about it at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about it. Well, we've got that going on here in downtown. I think we mentioned it last week. There's a guy who's protesting an attorney for an event that he's really mad about. It's some kind of he's claiming racial discrimination. So he's parked out front of the Bank of America complex, and he's calling out Bank of America because the Bank of America building rents space to this law firm. And it's like, it's Bank of America probably doesn't own the building. They probably don't manage the building. They're just names on it. So this guy's just trying to they're trying to use something that Bank of America's put their name on.
Yeah.
They're not going in and hurting Bank of America.
No,
by
Bank
any
of
means.
America pays for. I know the exact building. They pay for. It's actually the tallest building in downtown Tampa. They pay for
Yeah.
naming rights, and that's it.
Yeah, and they lease quite a bit of space there in the ground floor. I know they have a bank in it, but yeah, it's just people. They think they're hurting the bank, and the bank doesn't care.
Well, if he had something legitimate, if this guy was actually had a legitimate cause, it might do something to the bank. Like if these law firm guys were going out and murdering people on the streets.
No, this is just
that's what I'm saying. It's not. It's
this
not
guy.
something
This guy.
anybody's gonna get
What I
involved
think
in.
about this guy, and not to give him any too much credit or any publicity, really, but he's always complaining
late.
about something. And I think he's trying to just get on Sharpton's payroll, I think, or something like that. He's just trying to get some attention.
He's trying to
for
avoid
himself,
getting a
and
job.
It's just being an asshole.
It's good.
And when you really think about it, the banks couldn't hurt the banks.
Right?
They got completely bailed out by the government.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
They can't even hurt themselves.
Even when they try.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when they try.
Actually, when they hurt themselves, they all walk away with a couple $1 million. It's amazing, dude. How that works out. Dude.
Well, this girl right here tried to walk away with some horse winnings from a horse race, and she posted her winning ticket on Facebook, a picture of her with her winning ticket, and on the bottom of the ticket it has a barcode with a number on it. And I guess one of her friends happened to be at the same race, or somebody that she's friends with on Facebook, could have been an acquaintance.
What?
Went to the electronic payment machine, typed in that barcode number, and took the winnings.
How much was it?
$825.
This is an example of when seeking publicity goes wrong.
Yeah, I think it's great.
You might not want to brag about your winnings until you've collected them.
Yeah.
And
Or
certainly-
no, actually, you don't want to brag about them until they're safely in your bank. Normally, you
Yeah.
know what I mean. It's like, hey, I'm going to cash this check today. I'll be at the bank with a suitcase full of money.
You know, surprisingly, I follow a lot of Facebook groups that are local yard sale things or things like that, and there's always people posting up pictures of themselves with just a handful of thousands of dollars, $5,000 or $6,000. They're looking for a car.
Right.
They're like, I got money to spend. I'm like, why would you tell everybody on social media? It's so easy to find out who you are and where you live and all this. You're just showing them that you have that much cash just ready to go.
It's like the vacation post.
Yeah.
Whole family's out of vacation.
No one's home.
Gee, I hope the house doesn't burn down. And you're like, well, I guess nobody's there.
Those are usually the same people that have their address posted on their Facebook account.
Yeah, I hope Fido doesn't mind being in the kennel. God, even the dog's gone, man. This is awesome, dude. Let's go.
Feel so bad for leaving him there. He's going to miss us so much while we're gone from this date to this date.
Damn, they even stole his bowl, man. Shit.
Did they?
Fido got
Did
got.
they happen to mention? I'm assuming she was able to get her winnings back, and did they mention that? If
I don't think they were.
No.
No.
I mean, you would think there'd be some kind of repercussion. I mean, if she's posting the ticket on Facebook, it's clear that. I mean, if she posted
But
that
you-
prior to
you
the
go
winnings
to
being
a-
collected, there's a timeline established.
You go to a kiosk, though.
Right, but there's
So
no,
she
there's no
posted
camera in
it.
that?
Does it matter?
Yeah, I mean,
Just because you have the ticket in your hand doesn't mean it's your ticket. So basically, somebody walked up to this automated kiosk with basically, it's like she gave them her PIN number for her bank account. She walked up to the ATM.
Right, I
and took the
understand,
money
but
out.
there's probably a electronic record of her buying the ticket and maybe a film of it. I would think,
But they
that's
don't
being-
know that they have no way to prove she didn't actually get it. She could be the one saying, "I know somebody stole my money."
Yeah,
How do you know she didn't walk up to the machine and take the money out and then?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. If it's like an ATM where there's a camera in there, they can see who actually
I
went up and
doubt
put in what
I
number.
doubt they have a camera.
You know,
and
they
again,
set up a track.
and again, what's to say I couldn't say, "Hey, Joe, I just won this money.
Ah,
I'm not
we're
here.
gonna
Go
play
pick
it.
up my money for me." And then I go, "I never got my money. Somebody took it." So yeah, no, it's not.
Well, she
it's
should
not
be
the-
happy that it only cost her $850. That's an important.
You know,
lesson.
at the end of the day, her ticket was $20, so she lost $20. Really?
Okay, yeah.
Usually, the winners of the race are horses, and that comes down to a photo finish versus the actual collecting of the money.
That's true.
But I digress.
You know what I learned when I went to the track out in Del Mar, out in San Diego? This guy was with a friend of mine, brought a buddy of his who he known for a while. I guess this guy's like a real smart computer dude, does a bunch. And he went with us, and he bet the jockey. It was amazing. I guess he goes enough to know the jockeys that run at this track. And the dude walked away. I think his total investment of the day was somewhere around, started with $200, and he walked away with like $1,200. And I think he does it quite often. It wasn't even like a shock to him.
Oh, wow.
He goes in there, they look at the jockeys. He's like, oh, I know this jockey usually wins, because I guess they tend to give the better horses to the better jockeys, the ones that will win. I mean, it makes sense,
No, it
right?
makes sense,
They're
sure.
not assigned to them. The owner comes and finds the people.